The next group are called the intermittents. The intermittents. And just looking at the term, this would be the under church. They go to church a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And roughly such people constitute 1 out of every 7 adults. Roughly 15% of American adults fit into this category. So what it means is these are adults that are essentially under church, people who have participated in either a conventional church or an organic church community within the past year, but not the past month. So they go to church roughly once or twice a year. Those are the people we see Easter Sunday morning, Christmas Eve. Them the type of folk, the intermittents, or they come roughly 3 or so or 4 times a year. The next group of people are the homebodies.
All right.
The homebodies. Now, the homebodies constitute roughly 3% of the adult population, according to the George Barna research group. These people who had not attended a conventional church during the past month, but have attended a meeting in a home. So they go to home meetings. Roughly a very small population. And this information was compiled, I believe, in 2008, 2009. So this group might be growing. It might be growing. But this is a group of people who basically, they don't necessarily like conventional church, but they'll go to a house church. Okay. The next group are the blenders. He calls them blenders. Okay. And these are the adults that had attended both a conventional church or a house church in the past month. So they will go to either a house church or a conventional church. Okay. All right. And they constitute another roughly in total 3% of the adult population. But last but certainly not least, we have the largest group of people, and these are the conventionals, which means the term suggests that they attend conventional church. They are adults who had attended a conventional church, i.e. a congregational style local church during the past month, but had not attended a house church. They go to regular church. They're necessarily turned off by house churches because they think they're too small. And so therefore they want to go, they're attracted to the conventional church. They are attracted to, I don't think that they necessarily would give us a chance because we're not on the degree of their acceptability yet. So roughly 3 out of 5 adults, so this is a gross majority, 56% of the adult population fit into this category, and almost fit this description. This participation includes attending any wide variety of conventional church events. They are program oriented. They go to events. They like what they do. Go to midweek worship. They will go to midweek worship. They will attend special events and church-based classes. So that's not all bad. But they just, and I'm not necessarily faulting the conventionals, but the conventionals are attracted to conventional church. Okay. All right. In another research study. Now, going on, asking ourselves, who among this group has a biblical mindset? Or in other words, has a biblical worldview? You have to ask yourself this question. Because everybody that's sitting in the church, regardless to what level of church you're talking about, has the mentality of thinking biblically. Now, let me help you understand what that means. You already know what that means because we talked about it before. And I'm quoting the Barna research study again. They took another survey, figuring out who among all these folk that call themselves Christians, who of them has a biblical worldview? It said, and that's defined as believing that absolute moral truth exists, the Bible is totally accurate in all the principles it teaches, Satan is considered to be a real being or force, not merely symbolic. A person cannot earn their way into heaven by trying to be good or do good works. Jesus lived a sinless life on earth, and God is the all-knowing, all-powerful creator of the world who still rules the universe today.
Amen.
Okay. Now that's what it means to have a Christian worldview or have a biblical mindset.
All right.
Okay. Overall, 9%. Staggering. I asked the question before, what causes our king to cry? 9% of the adult population, if you ask them, what does it mean to be a Christian? 9% of them can give you the correct answer. Okay. The other 91% can't answer the question correct. Okay, let me go on. Among 60 subgroups and respondents, I'm quoting, that the survey explored was one defined by those who said they have made a personal commitment to Jesus Christ and it is important in their life today, and that they are certain that they will go to heaven after they die. Only because they confessed their sins and accepted Jesus Christ as their Savior. These are labeled born-again Christians. The ones who label themselves born-again Christians, the study discovered that they are twice as likely as the average adult to possess a biblical worldview. However, that meant that even among born-again Christians, less than 1 out of every 5 had an outlook, this kind of outlook on life. So, among those that call themselves born-again Christians, this is still pitiful. Only 19% of them have